It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Now joined in the infield media center by driver the number 9 Office Depot. What did I say? Number 99 Office, maybe too fast. Number 99 Office Depot Ford, Carl Edwards, currently 6 in points. Carl, tell us a little bit about your thoughts coming into Dover.
Well, Dover's, it's one of the neatest racetracks we go to. It's definitely the one for me that has the highest sensation of speed. It's a lot of fun, and we won the last race here, so definitely excited to be back. It's a fun place to race, that's for sure.
We'll open it up to questions from the media. Again, as a courtesy, please state your name and affiliation. Questions for Carl? We got one in the back.
Carl, Terry Blount, ESPN.com. NASCAR, ramped it up again this week with the penalties for the 70 and 66, 150 points each. I mean, you've also been a victim of NASCAR's wrath this year. I mean, do you see this continuing? I mean, does this really get everyone's attention to what NASCAR feels about messing with these cars?
Oh yeah. Can anybody explain to me exactly what was found on their car, real quick? I don't know exactly what it was. Was it a specific thing that?
The mounts on the rear spoiler were in the wrong place.
Okay. The way I understood it is it was something that that may have been intentional. Is that what everybody understands? Like it was for sure, or? Well, hell, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that if there's something illegal on the cars, let me tell you, those are huge, huge penalties. And I can only speak for our case, and that everybody's going to say it was like they have that what we did at Vegas was intentional. It wasn't, but the result was that it was something that could have made the car go faster. So NASCAR is making sure with these penalties, the points in particular, that people are doing everything they can to not break these rules. I know we are hypersensitive to anything that could be outside of the box on rules, and that's because of those penalties. So yes, everyone is paying attention to it, and we all understand the weight of those penalties for sure.
Go over to Monty.
Carl, you are particularly, before you reached this level, before you went to work for Roush, you very much understand the difficulty of trying to get by. I know you were dropped out of college, worried about losing your house, stuff like that. Are you conscious, like right now, of how tough it is for the fans who come to these races?
Oh yeah.
When gas is up $1 over a year ago, I think that food prices are forecast to be rise the most since the 30 years. And I just wondered, having been there, I mean, you can't say that you are insensitive to those because it wasn't too long ago. And so I just wondered if you have any caution about where the sport needs to be going with this, because the people that the sport relies on are in a position to be hurting.
Right. Yeah, to be clear, I was not going to lose my house. So my mom was going to kick me out because she was going to sell it. But yeah, I am very conscious that I actually stopped by the Save-A-Lot food stores down the road yesterday just to check it out. And they said that in this time their business is doing a little better just because they offer discounted. More people are shopping for better deals. We're all in this together. For me to go up and down the road and do what I was doing 10 years ago, passing out business cards and traveling around and all that, it would have been extremely tough if fuel was $4 a gallon. It would have been very tough for me to go to the races, and it definitely would have been tough for me to travel anywhere. And so I'm conscious of that. And I think that I think we need to have our eye towards the future and understand how we can offer something for the best price we can, make it as easy as we can on the fans to come enjoy the sport. I don't know what that is though, but I guarantee you that we're not gonna be immune to the a couple months from now when it really people have had to buy this fuel and buy these groceries for a while. It's going to be a big crunch. I don't know how we fix it. I don't know what we do.
Bob.
Bob Margolis, Yahoo Sports. Back here, Carl. I'm in the back.
Yeah.
You know, early part of the season, you guys were really very hot. You know, on a hot streak, and then Bob went away from race day for a little while, and then you didn't really drop much in consistency. And then we see a driver like Kyle Busch right now, who's really hot and on a hot streak. Do you guys ever think, well, you know, are we lesser a team than we were back then, or you look at a guy like him and say, you know, what are they doing that's making them better than us? Yeah,
it's very strange. You know, you're exactly right. I mean, I think about it every day, every night before I go to bed. You know, it's like what can we do? When we showed up at, you know, there are times you show up at a racetrack and you're just fast. You know, everything's great. You know, I think you know, seen it with Jimmy Johnson and Jeff and those guys. They were so fast last year. They're having a little trouble. You know, they're not as fast. I don't know they're having trouble. We were extremely fast at the beginning part of the year, and you just don't know. I mean, we could go out here and dominate practice, dominate this race, and we'll be right back there on top. It's not like we went anywhere. It's just so competitive that you know, a tenth of a second or two makes a difference between you being a winner that weekend or running seventh. And you know, the way that the perception is, if you run seventh for a few weeks, all of a sudden you're slow. Well, seventh is not slow. You know, I mean, it's kind of strange how it's perceived and what's really going on. I don't know how to.
Carl, you almost make it sound like it's magic, and either you have the pixie dust one weekend and you don't have the pixie dust.
Yeah, it's not exactly magic, but there are so many variables. There are so many variables that it's hard trying to think of a race. You know, Martinsville or I don't know. If you have one bad pit stop, all of a sudden you're not. You know, it's like you went from being the guy that can win the race to, you know, you're fighting your guts out for 7th or 8th place. You know, and it's just everything's got to be perfect. The only thing that's great about watching, you know, the 18 team run so well right now is that it's going to be hard to do that all year. So maybe they're going to peak right now, and then we'll, you know, beat them like a drum at the end of the year. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it is very tough. It's hard to stay on top all the time, and I don't think anyone's done that for a while. You know, I can tell you we're working as hard as we can. I mean, you know, that's it.